Hello, guys. Hi, Iris. Hi, Teddy. Hi, Charlie. Hi, Henry. I just thought I would let you see what we're going to be reading today. Leo the Lop. Looks like a bunny rabbit. Huh? Baby bunny, you think? All right, let's get started. Here's the couple. Here's the first part of the page. You see all the pretty little rabbits, all the bunnies? See what it says. In a warm, gentle corner of a soft green forest, a whole bunch of bunnies were born. There were so many baby rabbits, you almost wouldn't believe it. There were white ones and brown ones, even some with spots. Every one of them had a pink nose, fluffy white tail, two pointed ears that stood straight up in the air, all except for Leo the Lop. Here's the bunnies again. Let's see what's on next. Now, it wasn't that Leo didn't have a little nose or fluffy tail. Here's the next pages, okay, guys? For he did. What he didn't have was ears that stood straight up in the air. Instead of standing straight up, they hung straight down. I guess that's Leo. Huh? What do you think? It really didn't matter to Leo because he thought he was just as normal as he could be. Besides, he couldn't see his ears anyhow. You have to look in a mirror to see your ears, don't you? You can feel them. Other people can see them. You can touch them. Right? See? That's not my ears, that's my nose. You've got one of them too. Next pages. Okay? Day by day, as the rabbits got older, they began to notice that Leo was a little bit different. The more they looked at him, the funnier it seemed. It got so bad the entire burrow of bunnies would roll on the ground, holding their sides in fits of laughter every time Leo walked by. You got to admit that a rabbit walking around with his ears dragging in the dirt is pretty funny. See, there's Leo, and there's all the other bunnies. Can you see it? And so what you know what the word burrow means here, it means a big grouping of bunny rabbits. It's like when you go to a birthday party for your classmates or your friends. You have a big group of kids. It's a big group of bunnies, but they call it a burrow. Here's the next pages, guys. Okay? Now, Leo was very confused. He didn't see anything so funny about the way he looked. His fur was the same. His tail was the same. As far as Leo was concerned, he was perfectly normal. Finally, out of frustration, he asks, "How come you guys are always laughing at me?" For a moment, the other rabbits tried to be serious, but they just couldn't hold back the laughter. One of the rabbits finally blurted out, "Your ears, you dope, they drag on the ground. You just aren't normal." Leo looked down, and sure enough, there were his ears dangling in the dust. Now, that's not the picture right there because there's the ground and his ears are still in the air, so I don't know where the picture is the author was talking about. Here's the next set of pages. I guess Leo was kind of hurt. He really didn't feel any different than the other rabbits, but because his ears hung down instead of up, he just wasn't normal. I think he's a cute looking rabbit. Don't you think he's a cute looking bunny rabbit, huh? He thought. All I need is to exercise a little bit, and my ears will stand up just like all the normal rabbits. So with that in mind, he struggled and strained, trying to make them stand up. Unfortunately, the best he could do was to get them to stick straight out, and he could only do that for a minute. Then, no matter how hard he tried, they would flop back down to the ground in a puff of dust. Let's see what the next pages are. Now, have you ever seen a bunny rabbit upside down in a tree? I never have. Can hardly wait to find out why. Well, thought Leo, that didn't work. If I show my ears which way to go, they'll get the idea and they'll go on their own. That sounds like a good idea. Very carefully he climbed the tree, and after cautiously hooking his hind legs around the branch, he dangled upside down. Sure enough, his ears, they hung straight down. Here's the picture again. See how his ears are straight and they're not flopping the other way or straight out? Well, let's go to the next page. All right. Now that's not a rabbit. I don't know what it is, but I know that's not a rabbit. His ears aren't that big. Let's see what it says. Leo must have hung there for nearly an hour when a voice made him look around. What you doing that for? Spoke the voice. Leo looked around, and there, right before him, hanging from another branch, was a possum. A possum is an animal with 4 legs. Well, said Leo, feeling a little foolish, I'm hanging upside down so my ears will learn which way they're supposed to go so I could be a normal rabbit. What's normal? Asked the possum. Before, when I saw you on the ground, your ears looked normal. Now they look like they're upside down. Leo thought and thought, he didn't have an answer. He didn't think of it that way. It's something new to think about. Next page. Okay, there's Leo again. So with a flip, he dropped to the ground. He thought, if my ears going down are normal, then the other rabbits with the ears going up aren't normal. The more he thought about the other rabbits, the funnier it became. With a laugh and a giggle, he raced off to tell them what he discovered. That seems a good way to look at it. Here's some more. Here's another picture. In bursts of laughter, he told the other rabbits what he found out. At first, they didn't know whether to believe him, and then they started to look at one another and realized that Leo could be right. Oh dear, what are we going to do? They cried. I've got an idea, said one of the rabbits. He picked up 2 big rocks with some twine. He tied them to the ends of his ears. Sure enough, with all that weight, his ears began to droop lower and lower until they reached the ground. Now he looks like Leo. Except for the rocks. Do you see the 2 rocks right here? Seeing his success, the other rabbits ran around picking up rocks and tying them to their ears. And let's see what the next picture looks like. Yeah, it looks like a lot of bunny rabbits, huh? A lot of little baby bunnies. Everything would have been all right except for one small problem. The rocks and ears kept on getting all tangled up in the tails and feet until everything was confused, with bunnies lying in a dusty heap. This is not going to work, they said. There has to be a better way. Maybe, said the little furry bunny, if we showed our ears the way they should be normal, they would go that way naturally. Didn't Leo say something like that when he was upside down in the tree? I think he did. Let's see what happens. Now, who's being silly, right? So they all very carefully climbed the tree, and after tying their ears to the branch, they slowly, gently hooked their legs and swung over, hanging upside down. Sure enough, every one of those bunny ears hung up instead of down. Now, if you remember, Leo's ears went straight down. Now these are hanging up because they're all tied. I think we got a bunch of silly bunnies. All right, here's the next page. They must have hung there for a long time when a voice made them look around. What you doing that for? Asked the voice. They looked around, and right before them, hanging from the branch, was the very same possum. Well, they said, feeling a little dumb, we're hanging this way so our ears will be normal like Leo's. What's normal? Asked the possum. Before I saw you all on the ground, your ears looked normal. Now they look like they're upside down. They all thought and thought. You know they couldn't answer that question. Carefully they untied their ears and flip-flopped to the ground below. Let's see what the next page says. Here's the next picture. I wonder if the rabbits and bunnies are getting tired from all this fun they're trying to have. The rabbits thought and thought. If we're normal and Leo's normal, the normal is whatever you are. With a hop and a giggle, they raced off to tell Leo what they had learned. After listening to their story, Leo had to agree that normal is whatever you are. From the day forward, the rabbits of the burrow lived very normal lives in the soft, warm forest. So if you are a rabbit and your ears go up or down, try to remember Leo and the lesson that he found. Leo did still have one small problem. Here's the last picture of Leo. His ears always drooped into his soup. Silly! He's trying to eat soup in the ears? Well, that's tough. I guess he might have to put his ears up somehow or move the soup further away. When you have soup, sometimes do your fingers get in it, or you use a spoon or something and you miss your mouth? When I was younger, around your age, I had that problem. But guess what? As you get older and grow some more and read some more stories, you find more things that will help you do a better job. Love yous all. Be good for Mom and Dad, and we'll do another one later, okay? And Mimi's fine. She's just asleep on the sofa, okay? Bye-bye.